Now, this video is a little bit different from the other few that I've made. And, ooh, there go with feathers. This video is a little bit different from the other ones that I've made. Because I was watching something else and it got me thinking. And I wrote it down. Realize who you are talking to when you're trying to pitch your business. Build a relationship first, so that way you can know which of your products or services to try to pitch to somebody. So, for example, I was leaving a class that I typically go to, and one of the ladies in the class, she, we're cool. We've definitely had a relationship build up. We've trained together, like we're cool. So she comes to me at the end of the day, at the end of the class, and she's like, oh, bringing up like finance stuff. She's like bringing up her grandma and how she's trying to be a financial advisor and taking certain classes and stuff. So I'm like, okay. And I'm talking to her, I'm telling her some of the things that I've gone through, because I went through similar things. My dad did not have retirement things set up, and so I was talking to her about it, and I could kind of tell she was trying to try to pitch something at me. But when she asked me, what do I do? And I tell her, oh, I work in procurement. People who don't know, more so what I do is like project finance. So I didn't necessarily do the contracts, but I did invoicing, purchase orders, vendor relationships, so all of that stuff. It was a lot that I had to learn and know. And then my personal finances were great. And so once I kind of told her this, you could kind of see her retreat, because she was trying to pitch it to someone who doesn't know about finance. That doesn't work for me, because I know more than the average person, and my personal finances are pretty much good. And so you could kind of see her not knowing where to take this. So I was watching a video the other day, and it made me think about that moment. And I was like, it's so important to build a relationship with people, ask them certain things, and just get to know them first, so that you can know if your services would be good for them and which level of your services would be good. I definitely think that there should be, a lower, middle, and then higher tier. And so before you just get to talking, have those things kind of set. And so this is more so geared towards business people, because that is something that I've noticed, is that people don't prejudge people. Don't prejudge people. That is something that even when I'm in like spaces with millionaires, multimillionaires, they bring this up often. They're like, when they start working with somebody and they start to figure out who they are, they fumble the deal, they fumble the sale, because they're not realizing who and what they're dealing with. So, for example, one of the ladies, they were talking about having an interior designer come and design their home. And the lady, once she like got in there, and we're doing things, and we're working with like a few constructors to kind of move some spaces in and out, change a few walls and stuff. And she was like, the energy kind of changed when the interior designer kind of figured out that their client wasn't just trying to do like one or two things, like actually trying to do it, and they have the budget to do it. And so some of these people, they can start to kind of fumble the bag because they don't realize who they're talking to first. If you're only comfortable with dealing people who are in a certain price range, that is okay. That is okay. There are some people in businesses who target certain income levels, right? For example, certain real estate agents only sell high-end multi-million-dollar houses in Malibu, California, okay? And then you have other ones, that'll go and look at condos, townhomes. So it's important to figure out, okay, who are you gonna service? And if you want to be able to service most people, you want to be able to help most people, then you need to have different levels and be comfortable working with people of different levels. Because it can definitely get weird. I've had a lot of stories from people who have lots of money, who are millionaires, who are celebrities, or they're like, they can be recognized, and certain people completely fumble the bag once they realize who these people are, and they get scared, they get nervous, they don't know where to go with it. So that is just something that I wanted to mention, because I've seen that. And also, while I remember, because I was in a career coach, one of her master classes a while back, maybe like a year and a half ago. And she was trying to pitch her group coaching, and it was on the higher end. And she's trying to, when you're a career coach, and especially for like the regular general masses, so her audience is unemployed people who are tight financially. And so obviously people could do whatever they want with their money. Some people who will pay for group and private career coaching so that they can secure a job, and have help and have support. But in this call, like this master class, because it was for 3 days, you could tell the energy was off in the master class, as if she was trying to hide a secret. And she waited until the very end to drop the link to her group private coaching that was like over $5,000. Which again, I'm not here to sit there and be like, oh, people can't charge this, people can't charge that. I'm fine with her charging $5,000. Because at the end of the day, if she's going to help you get a 100K job a year, that $5,000 is going to be worth it. And so, let me fix my robe. And so, at the end, she had a bunch of people who were mad. Because you throw out this free master course, but you're trying to pitch a $5,000 career coaching. Make that make sense. You can't bring people into something that's free. Hide the actual course and the price and everything like that until the very end. So you just pissed off a bunch of people. What she should have done instead, in my opinion, rolling the cameras back, she should have done, because she has courses, they're like $200, right? She had books. She had like things that were like $10. You could have done it like that. Because at the end of the day, it all ends up merging together. It all ends up merging together. You could have tiered it and gotten more. So instead of you having hundreds of people walk away pissed off because they sit in a master class for 3 days to get told at the end that the thing that they were waiting on and that they were being breadcrumbed about is something that's out of their price range. Because again, your main audience is unemployed people. I feel like it would be different if that wasn't her main audience, but her main audience were unemployed people. And that's a tightrope that you have to kind of walk, because unemployed people are desperate, but they are conscious and scared about how they want to spend the money that they do have, because they're now in survival mode. So you need to have that trust. And it can feel like a break of trust when you wait until the end to tell them the price of something, and especially something large. Because most Americans don't even have that much money in their savings account. They don't even have that much money to even spend. And so if I was her, and if I was to reel the tape back in, reel the hook back in, I would make it tier. And I would still push the group coaching. I would still push the coaching. But instead of waiting until the absolute end, probably at the end of day 2 was when I would have dropped the prices for everything. So I would have included my lower ticket stuff, would have included my medium ticket stuff, I would have included my high-end ticket stuff. So even for the people who, like, okay, I understand you might be in a tight spot, but I still want to be able to help, still want to be of service. still want to help you get to a better place. Here is my blank that is $15. Here is my blank that is $200. And if you want hands-on, one-on-one help, I will sit there and work with you every single day to get you a job. Here's blank. If you want me to hold your hand through every step of the way, here it is. So yeah, in the masterclass, I would push for the higher up one, but can also make money by pitching those other offers, because she would kind of keep the $200 and $300 courses that she had hidden. I didn't see her promoting them as much as she would like as her group coaching. It's like, well, I understand. Obviously, we want our higher ticket offer to sell the most, but it's about building trust. If you start off with those lower items, so you have your free YouTube videos, you have your lower ticket offer. So people building up trust to go from your free videos to your lower ticket offer. They find it beneficial. Okay. Then they come back. Be like, you know what? I want more. I want more help. I'm seeing results. Give me the $200-300 middle tier offer. And then they're like, okay, you know what? That stuff helped. The next time when I need to get career help, I'm gonna go with her group and private coaching. It's hard to take somebody who you don't know, who may not even have viewed a lot of your content, and try to, because you want repeat buyers, you want referrals, and that comes with trust. So just remember that. This is very different from some of the other videos that I've made, but that's just something that I've noticed business-wise with certain people, that they're doing a few things kind of weird. But yeah, that was it. I shall see you guys in the next one.